Good evening, it's March 23rd, 2025, and it's time for my devotionals. Won't you join me?
In God's purpose for your life.
March 23rd, Referred Healing. O Lord, my God, I cried to you for help, and you healed me. Psalm 30:2. Sometimes we may wonder why the pain and emptiness in our hearts may persist, even though we've sought the Lord and have tried to obey Him. We know Jesus is a great physician and can help us, so why doesn't He? Our problem, however, arises in the areas we will not allow Him to touch, or we're not aware require His healing. Often, this is because we don't realize where our issue really originates. For example, you may have an ache in your jaw, so where would you go? Most likely to a dentist, right? But at times, discomfort in the teeth is actually a precursor to a heart attack. In medical science, this is called referred pain. The source of the problem is not in the same place where the hurt is presenting. If you've wrestled repeatedly with a pain in a certain area of your life, and you've found no relief, it may be that you've focused on the wrong source. Ask God to reveal what to do, and obey Him even when He doesn't make sense. Don't be surprised when He calls you to make a change that seemingly has nothing to do with your problem, but that provides the relief you long for. I will obey whatever you say. Heal me, Jesus. Amen.
And in trusting God with every breath.
March 23rd, Loving them still. You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people. Genesis 50:20, NLT. Everyone played their part in God's plan for our salvation. Everyone, even the soldiers who killed Jesus. Yet instead of hurling insults at His persecutors, Jesus prayed for them. He could have said many brilliant things to combat their assaults, but He didn't. When you pray for someone you don't like, pray that God will fill you with compassion for that person. Notice Jesus didn't condone His persecutors. He didn't welcome their pain, but He prayed for them. While hanging on the cross, in more agony than we will ever know, Jesus chose to pray for them. With the weight of the world's sin on His back, He continued to think of them before Himself. He wanted God to keep pursuing them, to bring His persecutors to forgiveness. Your enemies don't really know what they are doing either, just like you don't know what's really going on inside of their heads. People act to protect themselves, and sometimes they don't care whom they take down in the process. We can only forgive our enemies with God's help, and with His love pouring through us, we can extend His grace to others, even those who are mean. With God's help, forgive those who have hurt you. This week when I went shopping, I had a cashier who wasn't kind and actually was kind of condescending and stuff to me. But I love them still because they're God's creature. But it was kind of a referred pain. Perhaps they need referred healing, because I know I was not the source of the problem. So where the problem was presenting itself was with me. So it was definitely referred. But I'm still trying to love them still. I hope that you have a blessed day.